Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video, we are going to understand how to create housing.com leads as GoHighLevel contact. So are you also running a real estate business or do you also use housing.com for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So over here, I'm doing the same. I run a real estate business and for that we use housing.com to get new leads. So now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new lead from my housing.com, automatically with the help of the same lead details, a new contact should be created in my GoHighLevel account too. So for this, we are going to create a connection between housing.com and GoHighLevel. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So I'm going to do all of this so that I can convert my potential customers into paying customers. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video, we are going to understand how to create housing.com leads as GoHighLevel contact. So as you know that I manage real estate leads for my business and keeping a track of inquiries from multiple platforms like housing.com is overwhelming. So to streamline this process, I want to set up this automation that automatically adds new leads from housing.com into GoHighLevel as contacts. This way I can instantly capture and follow with the prospective home buyers or renters without worrying about missing any leads. By automating this process, I save time on manual data entry, ensure every inquiry is captured in real time, and this improves my response time, which leads to better lead nurturing and conversion rates. So to do all of this, we have simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here, and now it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account, and as soon as we are going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So here on my dashboard, you can see multiple folders which I've previously created to save my workflows in. And if you wish to learn how to create a new folder or a subfolder, you can click on this learn more hyperlink given right over here. So I want to save this workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to create housing.com leads as GoHighLevel contact, and then we are going to click on create. And as soon as we are going to click on create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. And by this you can finally understand that the actions are response towards the command given by our trigger. So in order to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application, and for my trigger application I'm going to select it as housing.com because I want to add the lead details from housing.com in my GoHighLevel. So I'm going to look for housing.com right over here, and then we are going to select it. And now it is asking me for the trigger event. So basically trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. So over here I wish that as soon as a new lead is received from my housing.com, automatically my workflow should be triggered or started. And as soon as we are going to select our trigger event, it is giving me a webhook URL. So we are going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our housing.com and our Pabbly's workflow. So what we have to do is we have to follow this help text step by step. So it is saying to automate lead capture, copy the above webhook URL and configure it in your account. Reach your account manager from housing.com. Your integration will be activated by the team in a week's time. Once they activate the subscription, lead will start coming by the campaign you selected. So because housing.com portal doesn't have the provision to add the webhook URL on the user interface of their application, so this is why you are supposed to reach out to your account manager from housing.com. So you need to send this webhook URL to your account manager at housing.com point of contact, and once you have done that, then you are supposed to capture the webhook response. And over here, as soon as you're going to receive a new lead, you're going to capture the response of that lead lead right over here. But I've already completed all of this process, and now we're going to wait for a few seconds in order to capture the lead details. And yes, you can see that we have successfully received a response over here. You can notice that I have received a test response or a dummy response, because over here I'm using a dummy housing.com account. If you're using a live account, you're going to receive the live details of your lead. Over here you can see the first name, the last name, the location, the mobile number, and the email which I have received. So now using these details only, I'm going to create a new contact in my GoHighLevel account. So what we're going to do is we're going to move on towards our action step. And now for my action application, I'm going to select it as lead connector V2. So over here we are going to select lead connector, because in order to connect GoHighLevel account with our Pabbly's workflow, we use lead connector. And over here you can see lead connector V2. So we are going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as create or update a contact, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we are going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your lead connector V2 account with your Pabbly's workflow, you're going to click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and then we have to click on connect with lead connector V2. And as soon as we are going to click on connect with lead connector V2 right over here, you can see that it is asking me to select my account. So over here I'm going to select my sub account, which is Pabbly Connect. And as soon as we are going to select our account right from here, yes, you can see authorization successful. We have successfully connected our lead connector V2 account with our Pabbly's workflow. So you have to keep in mind that you have to select your sub account in your connection. Otherwise, this connection will not be successful. And now it is asking me for the details like first name, last name, full name, email, phone number, and another details. So yes, we are going to enter these details, but we're not going to enter these details manually, but instead we are going to map this. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step, where we selected housing.com as our trigger application. So we're going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So over here I'm going to give you an example that it is asking me for the first name, right? So let's suppose that I'm going to enter the first name right over here manually by typing it like this. Then this will not change with every new response received, because this is a static information and I've entered it manually. But if we are going to map this from the previous response, suppose I'm going to open the response, and as you can see, first name demo. So let's suppose that we're going to map this from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. And now it is asking me for the last name. So we are going to map the last name too. We are going to move forward. It is saying full name. So yes, we are going to map the full name. We are going to map the first name, put a space, and then the last name. We are going to move forward. We are going to map the email right over here, and then we are going to also map the phone number too over here like this. We are going to move forward. It is asking me for the city. So yes, we have the city details, which is Bhopal. So we are going to map it. So as you can see that I've mapped all the details which were required, or the details which I had of my lead. And after mapping these details, we are going to move on forward and look for save and send test request. You can see that it is asking me for many another details. So if you wish, you can definitely fill out these details if you have these details of your lead. So over here I don't have these details, and also these details are not the required details. So I'm going to leave it as blank and click on save and send test request directly. And as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have successfully created a new contact in our GoHighLevel account. This is a positive response. So what we are going to do is I'm going to open my GoHighLevel account and check for the new contact created. And yes, over here you can see that this is my GoHighLevel account. And now what we are going to do is from the left side of the bar, we have to go on contacts. And as soon as we are going to go on contacts, yes, you can see a new contact created. You can see name, demo user, you can see the phone number and the same email which we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. So for our trigger application, we selected housing.com. For the trigger event, we selected new leads. For the action application, we selected lead connector V2, which is GoHighLevel. And then for the action event, we selected create or update a contact, because I wanted that as soon as a new lead is received from my housing.com, automatically a contact should be created or updated in my lead connector V2. And yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here you can see the contact I created during this video with the help of my workflow, and you can see the same details which were received in the response. And yes, with this we have successfully completed this workflow, and this way I can instantly capture and follow with my prospective home buyers or renters without worrying about missing any leads. By automating this process, I save time on manual data entry, ensures every inquiry is captured in real time, and improved my response times, which leads to better lead nurturing and conversions. And yes, now what will happen is that in the backend this workflow will run, and as soon as a new lead is received from my housing.com, automatically the details would be added in my GoHighLevel account. I don't have to come back and again to my my workflow and click on save and send test request. This will run in backend and I can just sit back and relax. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video, and for your reference I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.